Right behind me, I've got the 2026 Ford Mustang EcoBoost Premium Fastback. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Mayfield Ford for allowing me to review this Mustang. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models you can get with the Ford Mustangs, the safety features that you do get with the EcoBoost Premium Fastback here, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing on this. So here are the different models that are available with the Ford Mustang, so you can pick from all of these. And here is a list of the safety features you do get with the EcoBoost Premium Fastback model. As for what powers this does have the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine paired with a 10-speed automatic, which produces 315 horsepower and 350 pound-foot of torque. And this is on 93 octane fuel. Fuel economy, you're looking at about 10.7 liters in the city and about 7.1 liters on the highway. I'm also going to throw up the window sticker on this because it does have quite a few options added to it. All right, let's start off in the front of the Mustang here. And as I walk around, you will notice that this does have the night pony package. So up here on the bumper area, well, really it's one whole piece actually, but yeah, you have all body color, and then down here you kind of have like the lower grille openings and then a sensor there in the middle. You've also got these corner cutouts, but they're not functional or anything, but they do look nice and add to the aggressive look on the Mustang here. And I also like how this black strip down here, you kind of have like this splitter look going on. And then really, you just get into the grille area. So similar designing like the rear, but obviously bigger. You have the same openings up here and also the blacked out horse right there. And if you look within the grille, on the corners, you do have these illuminated lights, which is pretty neat. And then you get into these very sharp, sleek, and cool looking Mustang lights. I love the LED lights on these. These just look super aggressive. All right, coming to the side of the Mustang, you've got the nice Mustang look, obviously. And one thing on the roof here, you do have the blacked out roof, which definitely looks nice with this white color. Around the windows, just your usual stuff, the blacked out plastic. You've got the body color door handles, and then your side mirrors are also gloss black, the usual plastic here. And then you have the turn signals built in as well. And then moving to the wheels, these look very sharp. I love the gloss black look on this. And these are your 19-inch wheels. And another thing that you'll notice up here is your reflector. And then along the sides, how I was mentioning on the front bumper, you have the black trimming that stretches across, again adding to the nice look of this. And as for the wheels, as I step back, you can see these definitely look sharp with this. All right, let's come around back, and before we do, there's another reflector right there. And now coming around to the rear, the sharp looks definitely continue. Now over on the rear bumper area, it's all black plastic here. You've got the rear safety sensors, the quad exhaust. This does have the active exhaust added to it. And then in the center, right down here, is your reverse light. And then you just move into the trunk area. First off, these lights are super unique. I love the designing on these and just the way that they've made them, like how it just kind of goes in and then comes back out with the design feature of this. Very nicely done. And you even have gloss black all around here. And then back here, you have another blacked out horse and your reverse camera. And also, if you take a look at the slope on the back, definitely looks very cool. And up here by the glass at the top, you do have your brake light. Now let's go ahead and open up the trunk area and see what we have back here. So the button for that is right here. If I just press it, you can just open it like that. And you actually have a good amount of storage space in this. It's not all that bad considering it is a Mustang. But yeah, you can fit quite a few things in here. And it kind of like extends to the sides on both of the corners there. And then if I go ahead and lift up the carpet area here, you have a ton more room for storage. And one thing that this does have removed, I wish it didn't, but it does not have the spoiler back here. That is removed on this. And since this does have the upgraded exhaust system, let me show you what that sounds like. Let's check out the interior. It's just the front, and I'll touch on the back as well. But yeah, opening up the door, you have an all black interior here. Now down here, you do have some space, obviously. You've got a speaker right there, another one up there, and then you have all this nice soft touch material with the contrast stitching. You've got the chrome here chrome up here, and then you have this very cool looking trimming, and you're gonna notice this all throughout the interior. And then are just your usual window controls, side mirror controls, and then the driver memory seat controls. All right, well, this is a two-door obviously, and I'm gonna jump in the back just to show you for fun what it looks like. And in order to get to the rear, it is actually pretty hard because if you wanna push this forward, you just pull this obviously, so the seat comes forward, and normally it just slides, but these are power seats, so you have to do it manually from here. So if you're in a rush or you're in an emergency and you're back here for whatever reason, it's gonna be very tough for you to get out. But let me jump back here and show you what's going on. Okay, so first off, as I get in, you'll notice that I have a lot of legroom, and that's because this seat is pushed up pretty far. So the driver clearly can't sit in their seat, but back here, the seat's probably gonna come up to here if the driver wants to be comfortable. So legroom wise, forget about it. And let me show you the headroom, because the headroom is gonna surprise you. Look at how you gotta have to sit back here. I'm wearing a hat, I'm 5'11" for reference, and if I do wanna get stuck back here, well, this is how I have to sit, or like really slouch down like this. I think back here is mainly if you just want to put your kids back here in car seats, or just kids in general, those will be much better back here rather than adults. All right, now let's check out the front seats, because these are pretty nice seats. It's all black obviously, but you have the perforated bottom back sections, the contrast stitching everywhere. The front seats also come heated, which is nice. And then on the side here, you do have all of your power seat adjustments, and then here is the one for your back. I wish this was power as well. Down here on the door sill area, you do have the blacked out Mustang logo here. Underneath, nothing too crazy, just kind of like your premium looking foot pedals. And here is the hood latch release in the corner. And then moving up here, you have your trunk release, exterior lighting controls, cluster dimmers, and even around the venting here, you have chrome and that nice trimming you saw on the doors. As for the steering wheel, this does come manual adjustable. All right, entering inside, I just want to show you something cool on the cluster when I do start up the car here. So as you can see, it gets the nice animations, and even when you turn off the car, you have the nice animation, so that's pretty neat. All right, entering inside your dashboard, you have a decent size. You have hard soft material here. On the corner, you have your speaker. You got a speaker in the middle and one on the other side. And then you just get into your fully digital cluster area. I really like what they've done with this. It's one massive piece that's incorporating the touchscreen. So you have that full screen, which is pretty neat. And on here, all of the graphics, everything look very stunning. And this is a 12.4-inch cluster area. And on the cluster, you can see a bunch of different information, obviously, and all of that is controlled through here. So if I just keep going down, you can see I can view all sorts of information, and some of the menus will have more things within it. And also, because this has different modes, so let me show you something cool. If I go into any of the modes, the little image of the vehicle here does change according to what you do put it in. And speaking of different modes, you've got custom, there's also the normal, sport, track, drag strip, and slippery. And another cool thing is, for the cluster area, you can actually customize this, and it's all done through here. So if I just press the little pony button here, I can go into cluster theme, and I have all of these different ones. So if I go into sport, it's gonna change the look to this. You've also got track, calm, classic, all that good stuff, so you can play around with how you want this thing to look. As for the steering wheel, you do have the soft touch material. This also does come heated, and I like how where you put your thumbs, you kind of have like this perforated section, and more of that nice trimming you saw on the doors, plus the chrome trimming. All of that continues all the way around. Now on the left side here, you have all your cruise control settings, follow distance, lane keep, plus your different modes here. And this little button right here, if I press this, you can actually set your speed limit. And then on the other side here, you have all your cluster controls, volume controls here, and the little steering button right here. If you click this, you can actually change the steering here. So you've got normal, you've got comfort, and sport. So you can flick through those three. Now behind the steering wheel, you've also got the high beams and indicators, and the other side, you do have your wiper controls. Now moving over to the center armrest area, well, depending on how you adjust your seat, you may not have your elbow on this, but yeah, you have soft touch here, the contrast stitching, and opening this up, you do have some space in here, plus you do have a 12-volt outlet. Now you move over to the center console here, you have your electronic parking brake, you've got your front cup holders with chrome trimming around that, you got your handy dandy shifter here with chrome here and even down here. You got space here, USB ports, another outlet there, and then a few controls here. So you got your red start stop button here, more of that nice trimming, and then a few controls. So you have your auto start stop, you've got your little horse here. So if you click into that, that goes into My Mustang, which I'm gonna touch on in a second. You've also got the traction control, hazards, your favorites, and then your max for your heating and cooling, plus your volume and on off for the multimedia, and then your vents up here. All right, now let me touch on the My Mustang mode here. So once you go into this, you have all of these things that pop up. So first off, you have your track app. So you've got acceleration timer, brake performance, lap timer, you've even got line lock, and then heading back, you've got auxiliary gauges here. So you have all the necessary information, and if I just click this on the corner, it shows you even more stuff, and even the little settings here, you can change it to all of this. And yeah, and if I head back again, you've got the custom mode here. So you have your different drive modes, you can adjust your exhaust, the traction control, steering, all that good stuff. You can change everything to your liking and save it. You've also got My Color, so you've got ambient lighting. If I just click into this, and you can choose all of these, brightness, all that good stuff. And heading back, then you also have the cluster theme. So like I was mentioning, you can change the cluster as well. So you got match drive, you got normal, that looks like this. There's also the sport, which changes into this, which is cool. You've got track, and then you've got calm, classic, and then the Fox body. So all of that changes, and yeah, it looks really good. And I do like how they give you all of this different customization to your cluster area. And since we're on the touchscreen here, let's talk about this. This is a very nice looking touchscreen and very responsive, and this is a 13.2 inch touchscreen. And on here you can do a bunch of different things, like for example, I just shown you the My Mustang mode. Also down here you have all your heating and cooling temperature controls, including the heated seats and the heated steering wheel. And on here I love how everything is set up. You got the map section, media section, phone, and then all the different settings here. So yeah, the map section's here. Here is your AM, FM, Sirius XM, all that good stuff is through here. If I head back again, you've also got the phone section once you do have it paired. And then you have these three main sections here. So let's go to these settings here. And this will be your usual stuff that you have on any vehicle, and you can customize it to your liking. Plus, a little mini screen pops up here, so you can even flick through this and see what you really want to see. Now let's head back again, and then under the features section here, you have a lot of good things that I think you'll be utilizing most of the time. For instance, the driver assistance. This is all your safety features. You can turn it on, off, adjust it however you want. And then heading back again, you've got the My Mustang, edit favorite, owner's manual, and then the feedback section here. Let's head back, and lastly go to the apps section. So here you'll find your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Also, if you want to see what the backup camera looks like, well, if I just go into reverse, here it is. You can turn the sensors on or off, and then you can also zoom in and zoom out. And then moving up top here, if you open this, this is where you put your sunglasses, and then you just have your interior lighting controls. And here's the key fob for the Mustang. This is your usual Ford key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side, and let me show you what you get on the dashboard, because it's pretty unique. So on this, again, same trimming you saw on the doors, but you have this nice gloss black trimming that also says Mustang with the chrome trimming, and then the contrast stitching, plus you have your usual glove compartment space. And here is the window sticker for this Mustang. The pricing that you see with all the packages is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 Ford Mustang EcoBoost Premium Fastback. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this?